Maybe they need to pull through some more anti-ecos. Maybe we need to see them have some harder swings in momentum. And if they can do that, then Inferno will be theirs.
Well, looks like they're going to get the knife round, so they'll be able to start on the preferred side, which should be the CT side. They're going to make that decision quickly and effectively get into the action as soon as possible. You can see on your screen the bottom right, and Frequent just getting his headset on, ready to go and take down this Legacy side. They'll be hoping for a very strong showing here on CT if they can. And this is the side of the map that they came back on against Avant. So Avant won the knife round, and that one took CT first. Tainted Minds, they'll be looking to try and, you know, push for that 10-5 half if they can, set themselves up nicely for a second half on the T side. Meanwhile, Legacy will see what they can do on T side. I like what I'm seeing with the utility here, though. It's going to be light step with 2 flashes and a smoke. Meanwhile, Offnu, he's going to do the same, plus a decoy grenade. And 4 players on each team will have some armor to work with as well. Now, it's just up to Tainted Minds trying to force those long-range engagements, utilize the USP's efficiency at range, one-shot, headshot, pretty much every range at this point. And Legacy, they'll be wanting to try and close in quickly, but they're all stacked up in apps. They're going to flash out and jump out of that section now, pushing down to Diggity and finding their way onto the A side. No kills have been made as of yet, but Chutch, he's going to be in pit, popping some heads and Frequent as well, and Chutch still alive. How is he allowed to do this? But Dizzy is going to get that bomb plant no matter what. They've got that extra little bit of money. Chutch still alive in pit with 17 HP, doing some more work. If Frequent finally goes down, and Apoc's going to close it out. So a 3k from Chutch is huge. Legacy, though, with this bomb plant means that they can, if they full eco next round, they'll be able to full buy some AKs and some armor and a little bit of utility going to the 3rd round.
I think coming through here, Chutch was a key player there for Tainted Minds, undeniably. Obviously with his 3k, but his positioning was strong, allowing Tainted Minds to rotate back through to Library side and come in with their 2 remaining players. Chutch had very strong presence there. It forced Legacy onto site, but even when they had the site, they did not have control, and that was the key for Tainted Minds to pull through round number 1.
See right now they've opted for 3 SMGs and 2 rifles, one of them on APOC being the M4 and then the FAMAS on Chutch. Meanwhile, as expected, Legacy, they're just going to buy some P250s, stay above that 2k margin so that then they'll be able to buy AKs next round. But of course P250s can be quite deadly up close. And it's going to be the slow shift walk push up Banana. Offnu, he's going to flash out, but it might be a little bit too deep. They've already pushed up, but Apoc says it doesn't really matter what your name is because I'm going to pop your face. And exactly the same with Offnu there. Lysep finally answering back, but there's going to be the rotation from Infrequent there, closing this one out. So overall, a very good hold from Tainted Minds there.
Well, very good. It was dominating performance coming through from TM. And now, as you said, with that bomb plant down in 1st round, we see the buy coming through in round number 3 for Legacy. So this being a change from what we see. Normally Legacy, they get their opportunity in the 4th. Tainted Minds still holding on to an MP7 on Offnu and the UMP on Infrequent with the famous on Chutch and M4s for Apoc and Kyoto. So they're set for a strong round yet again here, round number 3. However, Crystal on the Galil and remaining AKs for Legacy. This is their time to bring it back and flip some economy.
Got quite a lot of utility to work with Legacy. So, very good position to be in financially. Kyoto's also going to have upgraded to a rifle in anticipation of this buy from Legacy. So, we know that the SMG's not as effective when the T side is able to get that plant down first round. Frequent going to get some tags in, throws out a nade, doesn't do too much. And actually, no, it does take Dioxide down to 59, so a very decent amount of damage coming from that Infrequent. He's just going to be shoulder peeking this every now and then, spot out some information, not going to find much, so the decision has been made. It's safe to push up, go for some more spraying, but nothing is going to hit. Meanwhile, Bomb is making its way up Banana. Slowly but surely, the terrorists are going to move their way along there. Meanwhile, Chriso, he's just going to hang around near apps, or in apps rather, potentially make some noise before the terrorists make their way out, and that's force a rotation here from Apoc. He's going to start going over to CT, and now Tainted Minds had their defenses spread a little bit thin here. They've been able to put down that CT smoke, and it's going to be down to Offnu. He's going to find the first onto Dizzy. Frequent comes through, finds Chris on the other side, but Offnu staying alive, finding two is so crucial because now APOC and the rest of the gang can push through. They can rotate around, and Frequent so low, but Tainted Minds, they were just able to hold on with the time.
Tainted Minds pulling through the time round. Legacy, they need to pick it up. Something's missing here, and Legacy need to find it. Because although they're going to have a couple AKs in this round remaining from Dioxide and Matt CD, the CZs, Full Arts Dizzy, and Chris on the Tech 9, I don't think it's going to be enough to pull through here. And Tainted Minds are looking at a 4th now. So that buy in round number 3 was looking good for Legacy if they could use it. They got into sight, but the damage was done. The bomb was dropped and not planted. And that's what's sealed their fate, really.
Slow push up to B this time again. They've been liking that, and Dioxide with that AK is going to get boosted up, but you can see just the X-ray there. Offnu, he's also been boosted up onto the pot plant, so got to be careful of that position. As slowly Matt CD is going to be pushing up here, going for that entry frag onto APOC if he can, but that Molotov, or rather the incendiary, is going to stop him from being able to push up here, but there's some flashes, very good flashes from on Offnu. It's going to stop him being as effective as he would have liked here, so Terrace can now push up, know where APOC is, but they're allowing him Frequent to come from Coffin and find a frag as well, so the man advantage staying in favour of Legacy, and the dunk as well onto Dizzy is going to give them a 2-man advantage, but this Dioxide and Matt CD, the 2 riflers from the last round who survived, are going to still be in full effect and be able to find at least a couple more frags, but Dioxide in the background, he's going to fall to on Molly, so it's all Matt CD. The bomb is down in the middle of the site here. He has picked it up, surely goes for that fake plant, but both players pushing from construction. They're going to spot him out. He's got a fair idea where they're coming from. He goes for a reload. Can he find the kill? No, Kyoto's going to be able to get the better of him, so there comes the defuse for Tainted Minds. 4-0, a very good countering of that Legacy initial buy, and that is going to give them the reset onto Legacy's economy. They're going to be in a very bad state going to this next round, potentially.
And looking back, this is the hardest lead we've had in this series. So moving forward, last round, or last map I should say, on Overpass, Legacy took the first 2 and then Tainted Minds went on a 5-round run. So the initial momentum that Tainted Minds are bringing into this game is large, and Legacy need to pay some respect to it, I feel.
They haven't been allowed to really do too much once they get on site. They've got a couple of plants in, but overall not able to hold the post-plant positioning, always down by at least 1 man, if not 2. And Tainted Minds are playing these retakes perfectly. It's as simple as that. Their retake game is on point right now.
It certainly is. Doesn't matter if Legacy gets in on B. TM, they really don't care. They'll just take it back, get some frags on the way, and move through that next round. Round number 5 here. Kyoto going to be smoking off apps. And Chris pulling back regardless. And we could be seeing some pressure being placed on A here as Lightstep Dizzy move around and Frequent goes down. And so will Kyoto. Dizzy spraying through the smoke. Chutch watching from Pip will find Lightstep. And that is the trade back. Chutch and Offnu, the last remaining. Zapop's gone down as well. Offnu picks up Matt CD, but Dioxide with the refrag. And now B-site is open. So we have Chutch remaining. He will come back down mid. And Legacy now with an opportunity to bring this back and prevent a 5-round initial run from Tainted Minds. Chutch is going to fight this. He is looking for the site, looking for some frags to open up. Aware that someone's probably playing back and someone's probably playing coffins. Chris has shot out. Dioxide pushes. And he will get the kill. Legacy Esports win out their first.
Finally getting back into this one. And it was off a weak AK buy. Now they've got a little bit more money to deal with. So some more utility is the name of the game. Meanwhile, Tainted Minds, their economy was enough that they could still force into this one with 3 solid weapons, the AWP and 2 rifles, and then some UMPs on the side. And a little bit of utility as well to hold off the Legacy pushes. So, Infrequent spots the head! Dizzy Live, what a shot from Infrequent there. Finding just a couple of pixels of Dizzy's head. And that's going to be the first opening frag of the round. Tainted Minds in a very good position now to back off, hold this strong and frequent.
Wow.
He's going to keep going. Chriso out of action. And Legacy now left with only 3 players. What do you do from here? Light step. What was that shot? Don't think you can shoot through that brick wall.
I think he was re-grabbing his mouse there and went for the move, grabbed his mouse a little tight. Look, this is in Frequent's sight. It really is. Lightstep could be flushing out jungle here and Frequent not there to receive it. He is a force to be reckoned with here on A, and Legacy still looking at it at this site as an option. Lightstep not going to fall to Infrequent quite yet through Archers.
Infrequent playing strong. He's going to be able to come around the corner and get a kill. Church again from the pit position is going to find 2 more frags. A man has been so strong already in the 6 rounds we've played in pit, and he's just unstoppable there. I don't think he's died whilst being in that position. He's only really died when he's forced to move out. When they've been on B, he's rotated. He might have died a couple times, but so far when he's been in pit and they've pushed A, he stays alive the entire time. So such a solid hold from him.
He's just getting the opportunity to play his game.
Yep. Dizzy Life out of action early again. Frequent with that AWP. APOP now. He'll find one with the UMP. On Banana. Solo player of Matt CD pushed up that one. And this pistol buy from Legacy probably not going to go anywhere. They haven't been able to get a single point of damage off Tainted Minds. And they're going to hope that it stays that way.
It was the offside push out, and Kyoto grabs one, and in dig, gonna grab another. Looking for Chris to push here. Chris, the last man standing, and Infrequent slow pushing him on the angle here. They're closing in. Chris will get a lot of damage out. Infrequent down to 6 HP, but Tainted Minds will win their 6th.
There we go. Tainted Minds starting a very, very, very good CT side, and this is what I was saying. I'd be very certain that they'd be able to push the 10-5 envelope potentially, and that's what they're aiming for, is a very solid CT half, so they don't have to worry too much when it comes to C side.
6-1 is a large scoreline to start this off. Legacy going to look to push back when they can. Hopefully this round is the start of it for them, but Tainted are so strong right now. I'm loving the way that they're holding Inferno. See the Molotovs coming out either side here. They will get the push through. Kyoto picks up Chris. Dizzy will pick up 2. 1 Chutch, 1 Kyoto. Dizzy now with the M4A1S. Apox sitting in smoke, and Dioxide will find him. It's opened up for Legacy Esports. Offnu and Infrequent, the last 2 standing. We've got an Offnu is on the A site. Infrequent going to have to rotate through CT. Lots of noise being made here. Offnu has been spotted out by Lightstep. Not able to get a cheeky first here for the entry onto site. And Dizzy, the spray from Legacy is overwhelming, with Dizzy claiming the kill here. That's his 3rd for the round, and Dioxide will close it out for us. Legacy now only trailing by 4.
Well, the AWP is going to go in the hands of Matt CD now. Tainted Minds still able to purchase full set of weaponry and nades and armor and kits, everything you need. And I feel like that's more or less why Infrequent went for that retake. Even though he wasn't in 1v4, he could afford to buy up again, so may as well do as much damage as you can to a Legacy side with very little money to work with. But it wasn't going to be the case this time. It looks like a much faster approach potentially coming onto A. And they've been able to find the first frag onto Infrequent as well, so a very, very crucial kill coming out. I don't even know where that came from. Matt CD, he was in mid. I can't remember exactly where Infrequent ended up playing from. I think it might have been through that smoke.
Matt CD, he's been a ninja. He has
criminal.
the feet of a whisperer. You never see him, you never hear him coming until his AWP fires out. Offnu shooting through Archers here at Chris has been spotted, so they know that someone is on the site. But Kyoto and Church playing from pit once again will be able to take him down. Offnu, plenty of information there as he spots out Lightstep playing in jungle.
Lightstep slowly going to push towards Archers. Did he spot Offnu though? That is the question, because he's going to be making his way around the world. We've definitely seen him there. And he's going to slowly push his way around. Offnu to take that smoke. Dizzy's ready for it. and finds the frag. Now APOC last alive on that B side. Has to go big here, but Dizzy too strong with that headshot, and it's now going to be Matt BD. Finds Church. And Kyoto now in a 1 versus 4, and he doesn't have the economy this time around to go for it. So he's going to pick up that AWP, Infrequence AWP that dropped early in the round, and get out of there.
Kyoto looking for the hard save here. Matt said he's watching mid, and now Legacy confident with their plant. They're going to be looking to find him, remove any chance of salvaging. Kyoto pushing down back towards the T-spawn. Matsidi is going to be looking to counter. Kyoto sitting here on couch though. Good hold position for him. Matsidi going to be pushing right back into T-spawn, not going to find him. And looks like Kyoto will be able to take the AWP into the next round. Legacy pulling back a third. The Tainted Mind still lead 6-3. They're still convincingly ahead. Need to make sure they can keep that rolling. Bring it back, Tainted Minds. Legacy now picking up 2 in a row. Tainted Minds are going to look, probably after this round, of course, the pistols being on everyone except Infrequent with the safe. They're going to look to bring back some more momentum as soon as they can.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to give up too many more rounds, as that lead is slowly slipping away. Chris, he's going to get a very quick 2 kills. And work it out for his squad. Meanwhile, they're just trying to try and do some damage here. APOC has been able to find Dizzy live. Frequent and APOC, they've both got weapons now, but APOC without any armor, the aim punch is going to be an issue. But this is doable, I have to admit. Chriso's in a very powerful position here in Graveyard. But they might just try and save that rifle. Oh, APOC with the headshot, not even taking a single bit of damage there. He's going to back off, save what he's got going to the next round, because they were on double eco, so they need to be, you know, utilizing everything they can get their hands on going into the next round to try and stop Legacy from getting a position where they have the momentum to level it out and then push forward.
And this is Legacy coming now. 6-4, APOC hiding
hunt.
back. Legacy gaining some momentum here. We're seeing the shift change. This is Tainted Minds' opportunity to bring it back though. And the match pause comes through. They do have economy under their belt. They're going to be looking for a buy this round, I feel. And this, round number 11, is where Tainted start to creep forward further. They're going to look for a 7-4 and see if they can set the tone for the second half by finishing this one off strong.
So important now, try and keep Legacy at 4 to 5 rounds maximum. And Chutch and Ofnu, they're going to be able to pick up some rifles as well as Kyoto after APOC and Frequent saved from the last round. So in a decent position. Chriso out. Also going to probably pick up an AK that's been put on the ground for him. There we go. Purchases one instead. Get some nades, some good utility going into the next round. 6-4 though. Tainted Minds, they've let it slip a little bit here. They'll be looking to get back into this one through this round. And hopefully for their sake, this pause is working in their favor and going to allow them everything they need to continue what they started.
I can hear in the background, using the pause to full effect, Chris Owell getting the caffeination he needs, requesting the Red Bull.
Give me the Red Bull, man.
Got to get them
Give me the Red
wings.
Bull.
And as the unpause comes through now, round number 11 is underway. Tainted Minds leading 6 to Legacy Esports 4. Tainted coming through with the buy up. APOC holding onto the AK that he nabbed from last round. He's going to look to prevent Legacy catching up any further. However, APOC is first down. Ofnu trades us back with 2 of his own for Lightstep and Dioxide.
That's what you need. Get a couple of kills on one player and it gives you an instant man advantage like that. So the Tainted Minds players can now sit back, relax, and just wait for Legacy to push them. Not give up any picks any more than they did with APOC. But a very positive sign if Ofnu's firing like that, staying alive with 66 HP. He's still got time for one more, but Matt CD seen him. I'm pretty sure Ofnu saw Matt CD too. Flash not going to do anything really, but they also seen some utility from Kyoto down at the CT area. It's just going to push straight through that side. Wait a little bit, but Ofnu gets one more, and that's so influential. 3 kills in the round has given Tainted Minds everything they need going forward. And on top of that, Dizzy and Matt CD, they both used their smokes on covering off that cross. They need to get that bomb down as soon as possible, but they've got to be cautious from literally every angle. They know the Tainted Minds will be converging on their position very, very soon. It's going to be Kyoto and Infrequent coming from what used to be construction, now is the church.
That's right.
But
they're running out of time.
Yeah, 15 seconds remaining. Tainted Minds, they're going to push onto the side very soon if they're not careful. Here comes Kyoto. Matt CD says hello and see you later, as he should be able to get the bomb down here. Infrequent's going to rush him, get that kill before the bomb goes down. And Tainted Minds finally get one more on the board. 7-4 is your scoreline here, and they will be looking to get one more. They win the next round, they'll be able to reset Legacy down to very minimal economy, and then from that point they should be able to get that 10-5 at least. That's what they'll be hoping for, I'm certain of it.
10-4 Rabadaki. I think Tainted Minds are reading it loud and clear as we see Legacy push out, and APOC getting a lot of utility down. Dizzy is going to open up the round with the first frag. Ofnu on site will be looking for some kills of his own. Dizzy Life picks up Ofnu and prevents him from achieving anything on B. Church, plant from Church, gets one. Plant goes down. Church looking for more damage to give out. Molotov going to prevent him pushing further. That's 2. One after the other. Get that fire spreading.
3 versus 4, favouring the Legacy side on this bomb defense here, now that they've been able to get that planted. Frequent really needs to find a pick early on, but Kyoto, he's going to have players run straight into him, 2 of them in fact, and that makes things so much easier for Tainted Minds. But Chris O, so good in this position. Infrequent coming around the corner, he sees the
Chris
shadow,
in dark,
and that is going to get the round over Chris with a 3K towards the end there from Dark.
What a hold! 1, 2, 3. Each after the other, and Legacy now reducing the deficit. Only 2 rounds behind now. Tainted 7 to their 5. Tainted Minds now on pistols, with Ofnu and Kyoto having the USP and the P250s for the rest of the side. Legacy going to look to push back hard and make this 7-6. Tainted Minds, if they can pick some guns up, will be suns up for them as they take round number 13.
They're going to be in a very sticky situation. Legacy gets 6, Tainted Minds get 9 potentially, and that is going to, of course, mean that if Legacy win the pistol round, they can get things back on level pegging and get back into this game. So Tainted Minds want everything they can get out of this. Lightstep opting for that SMG instead, knowing the player's going to be on eco, so it should be a very easy few kills from him and some money in the bank. Although it is the P90, and the P90 has the same kill reward as an AR, so not necessarily the most.
But it is the ELO 90.
Oh yeah.
Lightstep's not concerned about money, concerned about frags, baby. He gets lots of damage down on Infrequent. APOC going to be looking, no, not going to peek there, and Infrequent will go down.
Lightstep being effective with it early on. Now it looks like Legacy, they're looking decisive as to where they want to come from. Legacy trying to find maybe one more frag at least before they make their decision. But no, it's going to be just APOC left on this B bomb site. He's going to try and get it, can't do so. Chutch though, he's going to find 1 kill onto Lightstep, so that P90 has been recovered. APOC through smoke is going to fall at the end of that CD. Chutch as well, and Ofnu is going to be the last alive here.
And taking that kill on Chutch as well on Banana means that the P90 is dropped again. Legacy not too concerned about taking it into the next round because, of course, they've got the AKs and the AWP. Lightstep managed to get 2 kills and really helped Legacy here in round number 13 to catch back up. The bomb's planted on B here. Ofnu is going to be looking for exit frags. He's not going to look to contest. There's no point in him contesting this 1v4 with a pistol.
may as well go and try and see if you can do any damage on the exit, but none of the players are going to push him at CT, so in the end, going to be not worth it, really. Nothing going down there. And that is going to be the round in Legacy's favour. So 6-7. They're within a shot now after a weak bye coming through from Tainted Minds to potentially level things up in the first half. Look towards getting the win in the half, but Tainted Minds, they just need one more round to win it. That would be the best, really, or the minimal outcome that they want from this first half here on Inferno. If they can get 9-6, it will be that much more helpful.
Certainly will. Looking at the way that this is going, and there's been a lot of momentum. There have been 3 key momentum switches here so far for the half. Tainted Minds starting out the half strong with 4. Legacy disrupted that, then dropped a couple, and then went on a 3-round run. Tainted Minds disrupted that, and now Legacy is coming back again, so hasn't been full swings yet. Has Legacy looked to come back and creep ever so closely to end the half here. An argument being had over jungle between Infrequent and Legacy. Neither really wanting to relinquish control of it. Infrequent preventing Lightstep from gaining any ground, but he does take significant damage.
Stays alive though, so he's going to be able to back up and play a passive angle, try and hold it and wait for a double headshot if he can get it. A 2-tap with the M4. Meanwhile, Legacy now need to find a pick to try and get things back on level peggings before they make a decision about the bomb site, which at this point should be A from where the bomb is sitting and where they are pushing. There's going to be 2 of them pushing up. That's Matt CD finally finding Infrequent in the library, but Chutch once again is going to be in pit along with his teammate of Kyoto. Chutch is going to fall in that instance there. Hasn't been doing that a lot, but Ofnu comes around from behind. Kyoto. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the 3K. That is a massive round for Tainted Minds. Kyoto picking up the 3 Infrequent and Ofnu helping him achieve it. And Tainted Minds now, last round of the half, they're looking to push this to a 9-6. Legacy want to have that 8-7. It's going to be Legacy grabbing a bye, except for Lightstep, who has the CZ. Matt City pushing here. Notes that at least someone is B, as that Incendiary comes out. And we're seeing a pretty default come through from Tainted Minds, looking for the hold and wanting this round win.
It's going to be Dizzy and Chris making their way through apps, applying a little bit of pressure towards A, potentially hoping to pull some players off that site. They should have heard Matt CD scope in, so he's in a position now where he needs to find a frag quickly and then open up to B, or they can rotate if they so desire. There is still 1 minute remaining, so all the time in the world. APOC is going to re-smoke that cross there. Try not to allow the Legacy players to push up. And they're just going to be stacking up, ready to go. Meanwhile, it's still going to be Dizzy around the apartments. But we've seen this earlier, that this has happened 2 times that Legacy have run out of time in a round. They need to start taking action soon, because 35 seconds is enough to get onto the site, and that's about it, because you've still got 2 players to worry about. And Tainted Minds, they're reading this so well. They're rotating Infrequent through. Might catch Chriso off guard here, but Chriso makes his way now to connection, as well as his teammate into the offside. Ofnu though, he's going to get traded out for 1. So still Legacy, they've got control. Matt CD on Infrequent might be able to find a second onto Kyoto as well, and he does too. But APOC still alive on that site, manages to find one more. Chutch
Matt
alive,
CD!
And Matt CD with a massive 3K there to close out the half. Tainted Minds, definitely not what they would have wanted out of this one. Legacy in a very strong position going on to the CT side.
They certainly are. Legacy Esports looking good now as the halftime break comes through. The switch of sides here. Legacy taking 7 rounds on their T side is looking good. Very good here for Inferno.
Legacy want to start things off here with a bang. Potentially getting that pistol round win would be very crucial for them getting back in the lead. They could potentially find 3 rounds off of that. But so far, it's going to be Matt CD falling first. Ofnu finding his face as we continue to push up here Kyoto just holding firm. Doesn't want to peek it and give too much away, but they haven't seen bombs, so no rotations will be made just as of yet. Chriso sort of edged towards CT spawn, but for the most part, he's going to stay where he is, pardon me. But the defense, though, it's split 2-2.
And now it's all down to time. The smoke comes through. And we're now looking for the executes. But no movement yet, as we see Tainted Minds now change it up. And they're looking to drop from Ab. The smoke comes through. Dioxide grabs Chutch. Dizzy gets off new. And Frequent comes around and goes for Dig. APOC picking up Dioxide. And that is going to be the site for Tainted Minds. The bomb will go down. However, Chris will have something to say about this. Takes out Kyoto. It's Infrequent and APOC against Lightstep and Chris Owl. APOC pushing now. He's pushing out. APOC picking up Chris and Lightstep in the back lines here. He will be spotted out. Very heavily tagged. And APOC from downrange. Tainted Minds win the round. And they're now up 9-7. APOC with the 3K.
APOC so crucial there. So influential with those 3 kills. Opened up the A site and we're able to get those last remaining frags on the CT retakers. Not enough work from Legacy there, and you know, Lightstep, he was in a bit of a poor position. He had a kit, so no armor, and so he got a bit of that aim punch syndrome. Wasn't able to make any bullets connect, so good from him. But Tainted Minds, they've taken quite a bit of damage from some nades thrown down mid. Infrequent down to 64 on that AK. Maybe you'd think about swapping that over to Kyoto, who's been very influential in this game and in every series I've seen him play. And he's obviously got full health still as well, so that could be the way to go. But for the meantime, it looks like they're going to keep it how it is. Don't change what ain't broke, as they say. And that bomb is making its way up banana here.
APOC playing from Apso. Good first pickup on Dizzy. That makes sense. Kyoto will grab Dioxide now. And the T's gaining advantage here in round number 17.
Bomb is making his way down mid, so Ofnu, he should be able to get these last couple of kills onto the 2 B-side players, and that's going to be Kyoto closing things out with a 2K of his own, Ofnu with 2 as well. Kyoto, 17 kills for the man this game. Very, very good score. And they push the lead now to 3 rounds, 10-7.
Tainted Minds are looking good to take this out.
Yeah, this has been a very good start to their T-half, and now they're going up against the full eco, so they should basically be guaranteed 11-7. But then again, we've seen crazy things happen. OCE is a very interesting region for Counter-Strike. And you can just tell when they're 5-stacking B, but 4 of them are sitting behind sandbags that something crazy is going on. They're going to flash themselves out. Start pushing up. Ofnu, Chutch, and Infrequent going to combine for 4 kills.
Jeez.
Ofnu will get a second as well. That was just clinical stuff from Tainted Minds to stay alive there, get some kills. Ofnu as well, able to get 2 SMG kills, gives him a little bit more money. And of course, the meat grinder process.
However,
for a very quick round.
That meat grinder has developed a very good looking nugget of Legacy Esports here, because Dizzy and Matt City have the double AWP coming through now. We saw it work well for them on Train. Let's see how they do with it here on Inferno. Matt CD removing himself from Banana, going to be going back to B. And Tainted Minds heavy stacking on Banana.
Lightstep playing at the Coffins with Matt CD over at Dark. The Terrorists still not forcing the issue just as of yet. Once again, they've got a lot of time they can work with. They can still rotate if they so desire. And a couple of players are going to be watching mid just in case any CTs get aggressive. So far, no one really wanting to make the play for that opening pick. Although Infrequent is quite low here at 48.
It's a heavy stack here as well on Banana for Tainted Minds.
Yeah.
5-man looking for the execute here, and it's going to come out, flashes out, smokes down, and in comes Tainted Minds. Matt CD opens us up, picking up Chutch. Infrequent grabs Lightstep, and Matt picking up Infrequent. He's doing well from Dark here, gets another before he goes down, and Matt CD picking up the 3K on the site. Dizzy with the AWP, going to just miss APOC through the smoke, and Chris will now push. This is 3 for Legacy here, 2 for Tainted Minds. APOC going to get smoke out. Dizzy watching from range. Ofnu Going to hold some sharp corners here. As he pushes back out. It's Dizzy picking him up. And APOC, the last man left on site, playing at the back. Dizzy will take him down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is 11-8. Legacy Esports bring one back after a strong start to the half from Tainted Minds.
Seems to be the story of this map. Strong start from Tainted, and then Legacy, they'll disrupt that process. But Tainted Minds have more than enough money to buy back into this one, so that is exactly what they're going to do. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Legacy side swapping back to a single AWP setup. Matt CD, so influential, able to stay alive long enough to get those 3 kills, just allowed his teammates coming in to have the man advantage, and that was everything for them in that round, making life so much easier than it otherwise would have been. Lightstep's going to get boosted up onto the pot plant, and we'll see now Tainted Minds once again putting pressure on Banana, and a little bit up mid as well towards Apps. It's going to be APOC pushed up into Apps. The rest of the Tainted players still sort of deciding what they want to do in life. They're at that moment, they're at that point where they're not quite sure. Do we like option A or option B? Do we want to go to uni or be professional gamers?
Yeah, well, you've got that choice, really.
At this point, they've made the right choice, because they are 11-8 up, so you can't complain with that performance. And here comes the push right now. Chuch is going to make his way. He's going to spray through the smoke. Gets so low on Lightstep. Not going to find that kill, though. Expecting him to be there, but Matt CD once again in a sneaky position on side. He's going to get pushed though. Offnu going to be able to stop it before he can do any more damage. Shooting the bodies there. APOC, he's made a very good kill. Influential onto Lightstep in the end there. Offnu very low at 3 HP, but they do have the man advantage and the bomb down here. Tainted Minds, once again, a very good T round so far from them. Let's see if they can't hold off this Legacy retake.
Offnu playing the role of key meat shield here in Dark with 3 HP. He's going to poke first and fall. Playing a little bit of the mind game against Legacy here. Crystal pushing from Church or Con. Kyoto has been spotted out. It's going to be Dioxide and taking him out. But APOC and Infrequent grabbing Chris and Dioxide. It's left to Dizzy and APOC. And APOC will take out the round. He pulls through a 3K and Tainted Minds 12-8.
12-8, a scoreline I don't think we expected to see after Legacy did so well towards the end of that CT half. They were able to get another round here on the board this half, but Tainted Minds still in control. Their T-side looking so dominant. I don't know if it's one of their favorite maps, if they're just really good at it or something, but they're doing quite well, and it's part of the reason that they were able to come back against Avant last night.
The thing is, we're seeing a similar round progression come through this half that we did last half. Tainted Minds, 4 rounds. Legacy 1, back to Tainted Minds. So Legacy need to break the cycle here. You know, they need to change something up. If they can take this round, then we'll see that happen. However, being realistic, it's pistols here. The pistol buy for Legacy Esports. And Tainted Minds are playing so strong as they have in the 1 rounds that with an advantage, an economic advantage, as they have. Legacy are up against the wall. Dioxide with a good nade here. He's going to tag up Kyoto and APOC. Quite low. Dizzy in dig. Now retreating back. Will get taken out by Chuch, though, who pushes through the flash. And it's going to be Chris going down. Kyoto picks up Chris. Chuch inadvertently grabbing Offnu. And APOC will kill Dioxide here. Chuch getting the plant with 2 HP remaining. And Tainted Minds strong for the 4v2. Legacy, I don't think they're even going to bother here. Matt CD and Lightstep sitting over towards B. I think they're just going to chill out.
They're just going to hang. Not much really to go for. Maybe get some exits if some Tainted Minds players go for the hunt, but once again, they're not doing too much damage to the economy if they do so. So it might not be worth it. And they're just going to chill out, get off the site, stay alive. Frequent going for the classic Inferno corner. And very solid round once again from Tainted Minds.
Very solid indeed. 13-8, and the match pause has come in. Tainted Minds picking up the last 2 rounds. And they're looking to run forward with another 3 if they can. Bring out a 5-round run.
Yeah.
And they've been able to do it all through the series. Yet to have it come through here on Inferno. So we'll have to see how they do. Moving forward, looking at the economy of Legacy. I don't see them buying up here. I see them eco on another. And then we'll see how they go moving forward. But so realistically, looking at Tainted Minds, 14-8. And maybe Legacy can pull back a hard push in the end.
It's going to be so tough from here. I feel like they're at this point, they're at a crossroads where they give up that round to go to 14. It's going to be, you know, 1 round off, match point. And so I feel like, we now need to go into that position where this Legacy side, they need to switch something up, as you said before, but it's got to be something drastic because Tainted Minds are shutting everything down. They're finding all their boost spots. They're doing, pretty much everything not pitch perfect rather, but like textbook perfect, following it to the T and getting onto the site, getting the bomb down. It's like, what can Legacy really do to change it up? They've been trying different positions. They've been trying to get Matt CD on the AWP on B back a site. It worked a little bit there, but overall, Tainted Mind's still too strong. And
it can't just come down to Matt trying to hold the back of a site. I mean, it worked for them 1 round, but you can't rely on him as an individual to stop a 5-man push onto the site. As we see here, Tainted Minds on Banana. It's going to be the push from Legacy. Out after picking up 2 here. Chris will trade it back now, finally. Taking Opnu down. Kyoto going to get Chris back. And it's now 2 members of Legacy left remaining. Dioxide and Dizzy. As we said, Tainted Minds are going to take out round number 22. It's going to be 14-8. The bomb planted over on A. TM very strong here on Inferno, and I love it. It's good to see them play such a great game of Counter-Strike. APOC picking up Dizzy here, and he's going to look to clear out. Dioxide rotating around. Going to be getting out onto the site here. Chutch just chilling on bomb. Dioxide will go down. There it is. APOC picking up his 2 from the flank to clear it out. Get round number 22 over and done with. And now Tainted Minds 14-8, 6 rounds up, and looking 1 round away from match point.
It was a good kill that he got onto Dizzy, who had tried to escape with an AK that they stole from Ofnu. Wasn't able to do so, so they're going to be stretched on money if they lose this round, going into potentially the last round of the game. But it's now all on Legacy. This is your game to win from here on out, and Tainted Minds to lose. I feel like the TM squad, they're going to play this one as structured as possible to eliminate the chance of Legacy really holding off. They're going to try to eliminate. Oh, wow. Light step, so close to walking into that spray. But they're going to try and eliminate the chance of Legacy doing some crazy CT-sided strat. But this aggressive play from Light step could catch them off guard. Kyoto, though, he's already shown that he was... Light step, a very huge 3 kills from the CTs is going to shut down that B bomb site potential push. But they haven't seen the bomb, so now they're going to think, well, it's got to be going towards A. So A players, stay where the hell you are and wait for them to run into your crosshairs. Dizzy's going to find that kill with the AWP onto APOC. And this pause seems to have worked for Legacy.
Chutch V5, and as he moves out, it's Dioxide from Pit that will claim the kill. Legacy getting their 2nd round for the half, preventing Tainted Minds from getting onto match point just yet. And they're looking to hold on to the double AWP setup that they had last round here. Tainted Minds buying up, and they're going to be coming out strong with resolve to shut Legacy down, move to match point, and look to close out the series and move to the grand final.
The grand final is in Tainted Minds' sight. It is right there in front of them, just out of reach. And they're trying to get that extra inch closer to be able to grab it. They're stretching as far and as hard as they can. I wonder who's got the longest wingspan, arm span on Tainted Minds. Who's got the longest arms? Who can actually find that 16th round for them?
I'm gonna feel it's infrequent. Actually, anyone on Tainted Minds could be the key holder here.
Oh, Chris.
And Chris on the flank is Dizzy. He misses the shot. That could have been pivotal. Changing the pace of this round. Dioxide playing from Pit. Chris on the back lines is going to pick up infrequent. Dioxide will get Chutch off Nu, picking up Chris, and Kyoto grabbing Dioxide. It's now the 3v2. Tainted Minds advantage here. Lightstep gets off Nu. Now going to look for the flash out here. Matt CD looking with the AWP. Will not find anything, in fact, gets flashed out. Kyoto playing from pit here. Kyoto looking for a poke maybe. No peek from him. Matt CD flash out. APOC rotating the incendiary. Coming through. But it's going to be the save from Legacy on the CT. They've got the M4. They've got the AWP. But with a total of 34 HP between them, there's no point in them going up against Kyoto and APOC. Kyoto grabbing that AWP, going to save that for next round. And Tainted Minds, ladies and gentlemen, are going... Okay, he's not. He's not going to save that. But they will move to match point here. 15-9.
Here we go. Tainted Minds have done just enough to get within millimeters of the victory here against a previously undefeated Legacy. They won on Overpass, and they're looking to do it again here on Inferno, and potentially even keep Legacy at a single-digit scoreline if they're able to win out the round here. Legacy, though, their buy is not to be messed with. They've still got very strong equipment. Lightstep behind the sandbags. He's going to be able to find a trade on the Chutch. 2 more players in front of him. He's going to trade out once again. So a 3 versus 3 Kyoto, though, quite low. So it's going to be the next potential kill. And all of the Legacy players have already rotated. So no matter what Tainted Minds do onto this B-bomb site, they're going to be in a good position to come and rotate, or even potentially stop the plant. Kyoto's got to be careful there's no gap in that smoke, that's for certain. Because if there is, he could be in trouble. He's just going to wait for the potential of Dizzy to show his face. Meanwhile, one of the players, Dioxide, has rotated to A, but now we're getting back to B. Here's where things go crazy. Dizzy needs to get killed through smoke, but Tainted Minds to win this, and they've done just that. It's all up to Dioxide. 1 versus 2 half-health players for their tournament life. For a spot in the grand final, Tainted Minds need 1 more frag here, and Offnu behind Newbox could potentially do it. He's peeking out here slowly, Dioxide, trying to cover every angle. He's got 1 to deal with in dark and 1 to deal with in Newbox. He's going to turn his back to one of them and in front of the other one, and that's
there it is!
Making the kill happen. Tainted Minds are going to go through to our grand final. Who would have thunk it after their performances yesterday?